Hello, people of Earth. It's me again, Michael. At birth too. Um, he's still here in California. I got a little partner here to keep us company. Now it's a party of three, and I mean, now we're not truly alone. It's not just you and me. I said it two. Now it's three. Now it's a party. So anyway, California still. Temperature 87 degrees Fahrenheit. It's almost 90 degrees. Eh, it's fine. You know what? I appreciate the sun now, and I'll get back to that in a minute. The time is 12:43 p.m. and the date is 2/12, uh, 2020. 2 days before February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. It's a cool holiday. I knew someone who had a birthday on Valentine's Day. I think she's still a great person. Um, the Super Bowl is in a couple days, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who's playing. It's really hyped. I work in a Target, so I should probably know who plays in the Super Bowl, but I really don't. I think it's a California team. It's one of those teams, and there's tigers. I know that there's a tiger, and I don't know the other one. Is it a ram? Is this a cruel joke that I'm playing on myself? Is this irony? Is it the Rams? Los Angeles Rams? It is in Los Angeles this year. Oh, Los Angeles Rams. It could be them. Slowly figuring it out because now I'm picturing it in my head. I'm like the store, and I think I see a ram, but I never see a Bengal tiger, which is kind of weird because Bengal tigers are so much cooler than rams. The Rams are kind of weird. They hurt each other. Bengal tigers just kill straight up. Rams use these little parts right here to just bam, hit the other guys and go, hey, these ram women, they're mine. Don't get it twisted, all right? These ram women, they're mine. And then, some other little young buck comes in and goes, hey, ram man, I'm a ram boy, and I would like to ram these women. And then the big ram will go to hell no, and then he'll just smack him down. But and then this old man is gonna get old, and he's not gonna fight as well as he used to, and then boom, toppled over. The kingdom, the monarchy, no longer existing. What was I talking about? I don't know. Talking about Rams? No. Football. I was talking about football. I don't really care about football. I care more about animal facts than I do football. I'll tell you some facts that I know about football. The football itself, it may or may not be made out of pigskin, but I know they call it a pigskin. I haven't looked up if it's actually made out of pigskin. If it is, that's cool. I have, I think I have some leather. I have cow skin. Blood of my enemies. How weird are humans? We take crocodile skin, beaver skin. We're obsessed with skin. Even our ancestors skinned each other. The scalping is like a form of like torture that some serial killers just like have enjoyment out of. They want like some woman's hairline or something because they're crazy. They just go and they just scalp you. Scalping is weird. Don't do that. And if you have done that, report yourself to jail. Well, you know what? If you scalp because you're like in Canada or something and you have to live, go ahead and scalp. But if you're going to scalp a human, I would suggest not to. Yeah, that's where I'm going to end the scalping. discussion because maybe we don't need to talk about that. Humans. I think I started talking about things I was knowing about football. Then I started talking about pigskin and then skinning people. It just comes with the information. Maybe you didn't know that. All those other things. Uh, football, 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 football. I know that there's this one player, I don't know his name, but he has a son, and he kisses his son on the mouth a lot. And I see just a lot of pictures of him kissing his son on the mouth, which is, a beautiful thing. Who doesn't want to kiss a little boy's mouth? But a very interesting sport, very manly sport. I see men touching other men's butts. Very homoerotic behavior. I think I remember some very interesting times in high school where we would slap each other's ass and then compliment each other's bulges. It was very homoerotic. I wonder if it's still like that in like the football locker rooms. If it's still like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I know they still do. They have cameras in the? Yeah, they do have cameras in the locker room because I know a little bit about baseball because my family grew up on watching the Dodgers a lot. So I know a little bit about Dodgers. And I do remember them winning the World Series or something. And they had like cameras in their lockers of them like breaking over the champagne and stuff like that. So maybe they do have stuff. And they can't be true men. Oh, imagine that. Imagine if men could just truly be men. Give men steroids, honestly. Make them twice the monkey that they should be, honestly. But I wouldn't do steroids. It sounds scary. And I heard it shrinks your balls. And already I'm insecure about my balls. So, so, so that was a joke. I'm not really insecure about my no-nos. But yeah, let men be men. Let men use steroids. I think that'd be funny. I think that would be funny. If men could just go full Hulkmania. What if we have a different division? I think I've heard other comedians speak about this, but let's truly dive into this concept. Football, sure. Men tackling other men. Millionaires tackling other millionaires, some say. Boxing. Millionaires punching other millionaires. Poor people punching poor people. That's simply what it is. Now let's take these sports and let's exacerbate them with steroids and synthetic things so that we can enhance these people. Entertainment is entertainment for a reason. Back in Roman days, they used to just kill people. Gladiatorial games. Lions, hippos, all these things were just thrown out to the people. And these gladiators would just have to figure it out. Survive. Either they won or they didn't. Most of them didn't. And that's just how it is. Now look, if we're already going to put these people on the brink of death, some people in football have that better position where they're not going to get hit in the head and concussed at like 35 and die from suicide. Some of them would live a little longer. And I think that for those people who are going to take the brunt of our society, we should experiment on them. Am I being serious? Yes and no. I'm actually going to stop thinking about this because my brain is just starting to think, and maybe I am onto something. Maybe we should be pushing the bounds of human capabilities. Yes. We should enhance steroid use. Don't use steroids, but if for some reason my hypothesis comes true, I'm on the forefront of being one of the most successful humans. I'm innovative. I think I'm innovative. Um, or maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just some weirdo in his room with a ram right next to him. That is the scenario, and that is the case. Anyway, this video is around 10 minutes long. I don't know where I'm going to keep it. I just spewed some information, some facts, maybe some fiction. You got to figure that out yourself. Uh, um, you know what? 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I'll see what I can muster up in 15 minutes. No dead air. I'll say that. What a plant drama. I have a list right here. I was supposed to look at it. It says Dublin. I think I spelled that wrong as well. I went to Dublin, which is pretty cool. Maybe I'll discuss that in another. I got this guy from Dublin. Uh, didn't, he doesn't have a name. That's kind of sad. I'm 25, by the way, and I really want to give this guy a name. I'm not discouraged by my age in doing childish things, because if my brain wants to do that, I'm gonna let my brain do that. It has advanced thoughts, like giving people steroids and advancing human civilization by any means necessary, but it also wants to name this little thing Rammy, or actually Dubby, because I got it from Dublin. So, yeah. Look at that. I just recorded me naming this guy. History in the making. Dubby, right here, Dublin. Plant drama. I have two things written down because I was going to talk about these two things, but then I got split off right when I was talking about the dates, actually. I didn't get into any of the topics. I was off topic for 10 minutes. That's crazy to me. Anyway, I'll talk about Dublin later. Plant drama. I think I will talk about the plant drama because this is the most near and dear thing that I can talk about right now because it's so fresh in my heart. I myself like to grow plants. It's not a passion of mine, but like a little hobby. I'm trying to get into hydroponics, and that's a whole kerfuffle that I'm not even capable of getting into, but I eventually will get into hydroponics. Anyway, back to my regular old plants. I have been trying to grow some peppers and tomatoes because I live in California. I have this little greenhouse, and I can keep them nice and warm inside that little greenhouse. And the other day, well, not the other day, let me describe one of the plants right now. It's a tomato plant. Picture this. Close your eyes. Never mind, don't close your eyes. Someone might be behind you trying to kill you, and you need your eyes open. So keep your eyes open and imagine this. A tree. A tree that simply goes up and has one trunk and produces one bush of whatever product it's going to give. And doop, 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 doop. It gives the berries, it gives the fruit, whatever. But imagine if this tree had two trunks split right in the middle. And then, for some reason, they split apart so much that they both will now start to flower and produce their fruit. That's what was happening to my little tomato plant, because most of the tomatoes and most of the peppers that I've been growing have just been this one stem that grows up, and that's really it. So this one tomato plant was super special to me. It was like, it was super different, and it was so big that I was starting to see flowers grow on both of the trunks, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is amazing. I was ecstatic for the next results. It was too big for the world and gravity. It fell. It snapped in half. This beautiful creation that I didn't do. It did this on its own. This plant decided to be different from the rest of the plants that I've been growing. And instead of growing one singular stem, it decided to grow two and try to offer me more than what I needed. He sadly died because he went the whole night bent over, I looked up if it was a way to fix him. I don't really think so, because he's kind of broken in half. Plant drama. That's what I put down. And that's what I'm about to tell. More plant drama. I'm also that was it for that one plant, by the way. Rest in peace. Doesn't have a name because it's a plant. The second thing is my peas. I'm growing some dwarf snow peas, and they're growing pretty fine. One of them is starting to flower right now, so I'm super excited. I might be getting some peas soon, and I was pruning some of the vines that were dead, because just prune some of the things that just aren't going to be useful. Gardener tricks that they tell you, but then sometimes you're pruning with super sharp material, choop choop, and you mistake a vine for the actual stem of the plant. So you go choop 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 choop, happy go lucky, all your plants are fine, choop 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 choop, and then for some reason you hear a very loud snap, and I look down and I go, it was the biggest, because I had planted a couple, so there's a nice chunk that are growing, but this one vine, that's why I was taking care of it. It was special to me, at least. I wanted to take care of this thing, and I ended up killing it. So that's life, isn't it? Sometimes you just try to help things, and you're making things worse. Is that a life lesson? I think it is. Learn that lesson. And you know what? Off of that, I'm going to end that on the lesson. Me and Dubby, I'll get back to Dubby and his adventures a little later. Hopefully I get back to making videos. I know it's been around 2 months, and on this recording and this day, there's been 4 people who've witnessed that video. One of them has commented, one of them is me, and one of them is me watching with a friend in Dublin. And so I think there's just 2 people who I don't know who've seen that video, which is kind of crazy, because I threw this out there to just have for myself. I could have privated it and just had this as like a venting tool, but just throw it out there. Who knows what'll happen? And that's crazy. Some human saw me talk about whatever it is I talked about. And so to those people, and to whoever else is going to witness this adventure that I go on, thank you for witnessing what is about to happen. Who knows? I might have a catastrophe, fallouts, drama. I don't like drama, so I probably will never get into drama. I like to be solitary. If this does become a thing, which I kind of hope it doesn't, let's not think too far ahead. Let's just keep it to whoever the hell wants to see this. Anyway, me and Debbie have nothing to do because it's the year of the pandemic, and I'm trapped inside. You know what? I'll go on a bike ride, get some ramen. How about that? I'm just speaking to myself now. Anyway, see ya. Goodbye.